garden update for June 22nd, 2020. Obviously you can see I haven't been weeding this garden very much. This hay that I bought, you know, there's the stack of hay over there, and you see there's nothing growing out of it. Well, I know that hay was sitting for about 2 years, a good year and a half at least, before I bought it. And there was nothing growing out of it. So I thought it'd be good to do this Bruce Stout method or back to Eden method, whichever one you want to call it. I guess kind of a mixture of both. But anyway, you know, I thought it'd be good to put in here. Well, it's not. There's grass growing, you know, all kinds of grass and weeds and stuff that are growing up through this hay. I guess since it's, you know, thinned out and not a bale like that, I don't know what the difference is. I don't know why it's growing now and not growing in that bale. But anyway, you see what it's done. The stuff's growing all in it. So needless to say, this hay was not the right thing to throw down. And I still haven't got my wood chips that I've ordered yet. So anyway, all this okra that was planted down this line right here, absolutely none of it's come up. We've had the weather's just really not been right for it. We keep getting cold snaps, and okra loves heat. You know, I don't know. I'm sure there's other reasons too, but I kept it watered. I kept it weeded for a long time, and just give up on it because it wasn't coming up. It should have come up a while ago. The corn that I planted right here in the front had, as you can tell, pretty much zero germination. Now, the corn that I planted there, probably about 50% germination. And the corn I planted in the back, I'd say about 1%. So, and this is seed that I've had for a while, so I knew it was kind of dicey on whether it was going to come up or not. And that's what happened. This one did okay. It did fair as far as coming up, but the other two, they didn't store so well apparently. My tomato plants now, however, my tomato plants, man, they're just going crazy. And I did a trick that a couple people had talked about putting some drywall in the hole, because drywall is made out of calcium, and tomatoes need a lot of calcium, and apparently the drywall trick works quite well. I mean, these things are growing so much I can't keep them staked up. So they're doing great. Okay, from there, come over here to this is these are gourd I planted. There's birdhouse, and forget the other one I planted. That one's got a couple blooms on it right there. There's two different types of gourd there. And then of course, you know, the squash that I planted and the zucchini really took off. I mean, and it's got buds all over it down there. Got buds all over it on this one. Something's been eating some of them off. Got a couple little squashes growing. Here we got buds in here, all kinds of buds down in there fixing to bloom. Got some good buds here. Something's again been eating on them. I've been gone for a few days, and I've been in and out of town, so I've not been able to weed. I've not been able to watch the garden. It sucks, but it is what it is. I didn't have a choice. You got all kinds of blooms down in there, and again, something's been eating on them. So I'm gonna have to keep a good watch on it. There's a good zucchini there. There's another one. Let's see if there's anything on this. Something's been tearing the crap out of that one, all the buds on that one. But there's a lot more. So, I mean, but I don't know if you can see the size of these plants. They're pretty good size. I mean, they're growing good. This is a small Mexican cucumber that I'm growing. And the plant itself seems to be doing good, but I don't really see buds on it, and haven't since it started growing. Now this one, this is another cucumber. It's got buds all over it. So hopefully this one will put out well. Looks like it will. I don't see any fruits on it yet. But it's growing quite well. And then we got this right here is a cayenne pepper. And this one's a cayenne pepper. Something's knocked it over. I'll have to stake that up. Another cayenne pepper. And those two are cayenne peppers. So all the peppers are doing extremely well. This one's a pimento pepper. And this one, there's actually two here. These are habaneros. You got a couple habaneros on down there. So that's good. And here's the beans. Something, of course, has been eating on my beans. And then there's another row of the climbing beans there. But yeah, there's beans on, but they still need a while to grow. And then my potatoes have started popping up. Another potato there. That's flourishing. I can't even remember what that is. Just about all of my beets have died that I planted in there, or something ate it, one of the two. So the garden's doing okay for what's left, for, you know, for what it's got to work with anyway. I mean, I knew this garden wasn't going to be much of anything this year, and then I ended up having to go out of town at the last minute, in and out, in and out, in and out. So it's been neglected, and you know, what can you expect when your garden's been neglected? It's been about taken over with grass and weeds. So as far as hay goes, for a back to Eden method, it's definitely a no-go. I mean, it's as far as helping you with the weeds, it's no help whatsoever, I would say, or very little help anyway. And like I said, I've been in and out of town, so you know, I have not been out here weeding. But I mean, and back here, of course, this is all shade, so it's hard for anything to grow back here in this back part anyway. That's why I don't plant nothing back here. But you can see up through here, I mean, it's, and I knew I needed the wood chips. I still know I need the wood chips. I've ordered the wood chips twice. I don't know what's going on with trying to get wood chips out here, but apparently it's not as easy as I thought. So, but But whenever I do get wood chips, I'm gonna cover this whole entire garden in wood chips, and hopefully that'll make the difference. And of course I'll have to get in here and cut all this stuff down first. I'll work around the plants, but I'll have to get all this grass and stuff cut down. But anyway, that's the update for June 22nd, 2020. It's a neglected garden, and it's still putting out some stuff regardless. Here's radish in the back too. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you. All right, so that's how not to take care of a garden. You know, if you're in and out of town, then you know, you just can't do it. Any advice is certainly welcome. I mean, I could have done better had I been here. I know that much. I could have done better had I been here, and this garden wouldn't look like this. I could have stayed on top of it, but I didn't have that option. So but if there's anything y'all can think of that'll help me, especially with going in and out of town, because every once in a while I do have to do that, and it's almost always at the last minute. So if there's any advice, please drop them down in the comments. I'm just trying to take y'all on this journey along with me, and also do a video journal, you know, that way when I look back, I can see how my garden was in previous years, watch video of it. Well, we appreciate all the support, and if y'all would like the video, dislike it if you didn't like it, and you know, comment down below if you've got any advice for us, and subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. We're very small. We're trying to grow, trying to get better, trying to reach more people, and we're also trying to show you real life here. I mean, I just took you through a garden that it doesn't look very good at all, and you can tell it's been neglected. And I'm not proud of it, but I haven't been here to take care of it. So I'm just trying to show you what real life is. Not everybody's gardens are perfect, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be 3 square acres. I mean, start with something small. Do what you can. Take care of what you can. You know, we're doing the best we can with what we got, and that's all we're trying to teach people to do. Don't think you got to have, 3 square acres to start a garden, to do a big garden. You could do just a small container garden, whatever. Start with what you got. Work with what you got. And if you got to go out of town, if you don't have the time to take care of the garden, just do your best. That's all we're doing. We're doing our best. And our best is not very good right now, because I've been in and out of town, but it is what it is. I mean, you gotta take care of your bills and your personal life on top of your garden and everything else. So if it gets neglected for a little while, it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it if you have the opportunity, but if you don't have the opportunity to take care of it, then just do what you can. I mean, doing what you can is always better than doing nothing. Guys, we appreciate all the support. We thank you. God bless you. I'll talk to you later.